So hopefully by now you've seen the other videos where I open up the Kaldheim pre-release kits with Jacob, Nick, and Trevor. But now it is my turn. These Kaldheim kits that we're going to be opening up in this video and the next video are going to be mine. So just before we get going, of course, this is the first video. We got, actually, here we go, 1, 2, 3, to get those all in the video there. 4, 5, and 6. 6 pre-release kits to open up, and but I'm going to be splitting up to 2 videos, and so that way, you know, it doesn't go too long. You know, we can kind of take our time a little bit, and so it just, I mean, I just don't want one really big long video, because essentially with 6 of these pre-release kits, you know, it's a draft booster box, essentially what we're gonna be opening up. But I want to be able to take my time and check out some of the uncommons and really think about some of these cards and maybe make a comment or two. Big shout out to Parallax Games up in Bismarck, is where we picked up most of these pre-release kits. Made a really good deal for me. Basically, I got 5 for the price of 4, and so, you know, big shout out to those guys up there. And I can't wait until we actually get to do some actual in-person events, and we'll definitely be attending some of those. Really can't wait. So, all right, let's dig into this first one. Also, we're going to be doing actually a pre-release kind of mini tournament between us guys here in the play group. And so I'm actually, when I open up each kit, I'm actually going to put the cards back in the kit and allow them to kind of select which one I, you know, just at random, which one I play with, because I want to open them up all right here for you guys. Kicking off with the green die. Okay, let's take out the promo and the other stuff first, so I can take that out, and that can go. So we're gonna put that over here, and it's not a modular, so we can actually put that. So I like these dividers. I will be using those for sure in my, you know, sorting my collection. All right, here's our first 6 packs. Again, we're gonna be opening up 3 of the kits in this video, and then I'll be doing another video where I open up the other 3 kits. Some really good cards coming out of this set. I've really been enjoying opening this set, and some of the cards I'm excited to really dig into and play with. But now we get to see what I get myself. All right, kicking off with Haggy Mob for my first common. Moving through all the way to our first uncommon, Great Hall of Starnheim. Okay, that's actually, I actually like this one a lot. This one is for 2 white and a black, giving me that 4/4 white angel warrior creature token with flying and vigilance. Pretty solid for this particular uncommon land cycle. This is probably one of my favorite ones, just because it's cheap. The Calder's Vicious Return. We talked about that with Jacob, a very strong card there. And Dwarven Hammer, another one that Jacob had received. And our first rare, Search for Glory. I haven't seen this one, I don't believe. Search your library for a snow permanent card, a legendary card, or a saga card. Reveal it, put it into your hand, and then shuffle your library. You may gain 1 life for each snow mana spent to cast this spell. So a nice little tutor. Okay, snow permanent, legendary card, or saga card. So, I mean, there's, you know, this would be definitely good in Commanders, since, I mean, you got so many legendary cards to begin with. And sagas are, you know, pretty big. So, I mean, this is pretty strong. This is definitely going to be going into any white commander deck I play, but also as just a general tutor, I'm going to be playing it in white decks if I can fit it in. We got Snowfield Sinkhole for our first, comes into play tapped land, dual land, and a Foretell token card. All right, not bad. Again, I like that it's a card that I hadn't seen yet. Hopefully there's lots of those, because there's a couple cards that we didn't get to open up in those first 3 kits that I would really like to get. All right. Going through the commons. I mean, I absolutely love the. Ooh, we got a foil in this pack. I love the art and the theme of this. Of course, I'm of Norwegian descent. I like to think that I have that Viking blood flowing through my veins. So, very near and dear to my heart. I really enjoy this set a lot. So, Icebind Pillar. It can tap target artifact or creature. So you have to use. So this is like a icy manipulator, sort of. I mean, it's artifact or creature, so it's not quite as good as the icy. But for 1 snow mana, it is a blue artifact. So you have two colors and a blue. So kind of like almost, it's like a bad icy manipulator. Skemfar's Shadow Sage, Elf Cleric for 4 mana. This Skemfar's Shadow Mage enters the battlefield. Choose 1. Each opponent loses X life, where X is the greatest number of creatures you control and that have a creature type in common, or you gain X life, where X is the greatest number of creature cards you control that have a creature type in common. So it's 2/5 for 3. Okay. We might be able to try to figure out a way to use that. Of course, it's an elf, so it's gonna be an elf deck. You know, so I guess there's some possibilities there. Dual Strike. When you cast your next instant or sorcery spell with converted mana cost 4 or less, this turn, copy that spell. You may choose new targets for the copy. Okay. So 2 mana. Again, you get to foretell it. Nice little instant there. You can copy, copy instants of sorceries, by foretelling. So it's, has a lot of potential there. All right, let's see what our rare is. Skemfar, Avenger, another elf berserker. Whenever another non-token elf or berserker you control dies, you draw a card and you gain 1 life. So again, this would go well with, it fits into the theme of elves. So 2 mana for a 3/1. And if in an elf deck, obviously you can gain some life and get some card draw. Or you lose life and get card draw. Either way. So, so far, I'm not real super impressed. Nice, beautiful, snow-covered swamp there. And Struggle for Skemfar. Put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. Then that creature fights up to 1 other target creature you don't control. And it has Foretell. And I always like these token cards. Definitely useful. All right. Pack number 3 in box number 1. So far, nothing super. It's got me super excited. But again, a couple rares that I haven't been able to look at again. We got another foil in here. Inga Rune Eyes. We've seen that one before. Ruined Crown. Yes. Yes, I like this a lot. I think there's going to be some fun ways to use Ruined Crown and auras. Rune of Mortality. Again, we actually, last time we saw Rune Crown, it was followed up by a Rune of Mortality. So here's our rare. Saruf Realm Eater. Another one I haven't seen yet. Let's see. Whenever a permanent an opponent controls is put into a graveyard from the battlefield, put a +1/+1 counter on Saruf Realm Eater. Wow. Okay. At the beginning of your upkeep, if Saruf has 1 or more +1/+1 counters on it, you may remove all of them. If you do, exile each other non-land permanent with converted mana cost less than or equal to the number of counters removed in this way. So it's a board wipe, but it also affects you. Okay, but I mean, he can get pretty big, and I guess, if you need some board wipe, it might be useful, but all right. Let's see what else we got. We got the Woodland Chasm and a Battle Mammoth. Here we go. That's a mythic foil. Very nice. I think that's mythic. Trample. Whenever a permanent you control becomes a target of a spell or ability an opponent controls, you may draw a card, and you can foretell it. And you can cast it for 4. It's a 6/5 with Trample. Very nice. We didn't see any foil rares or mythics in the previous packs that I can recall. So very good pull right there. Loving it. And unfortunately, my camera's being weird. Ever since yesterday, for some reason, my camera isn't really working quite right. the way I want it to, so the color's a little off. I need to invest in a better camera for these openings. Maybe we'll work out something, but all right, so we got our mythic foil. Very cool. Very, very cool. All right. Strategic planning. Scorn F and G. Hey, Agar the Freezing Flame. That's our first showcase card. Whenever a creature or planeswalker an opponent controls is dealt excess damage, if a giant, wizard, or spell you control dealt damage to it this turn, draw a card. Okay, it's a giant wizard again. I was talking about doing doing a giant deck, so this might fit into that. It's a red and blue, so. Null the Forge Master, Dwarf Warrior. We got to talk about this. Whenever another non-token creature you control dies, if it's enchanted or equipped, return it to its owner's hand. Very, very strong. I love this. Creature tokens you control that are enchanted or equipped get +1/+1. All right, another one of the uncommon land cycle cards. This one is you pay it and sacrifice it, scry 2, and deal 2 damage to each creature. And that again is a 5 casting cost or 5 mana ability. So still pretty expensive, but I mean some good abilities. I'd be interested to see how people are using these lands, or if they're using those lands. So what do you think about this uncommon land cycle? All right. Oh, here we go. What do we have here? Rydane, God of the Worthy, for that showcase rare god. Here we go. So it's got Flying and Vigilance. Snowlands your opponent controls enter the battlefield tapped. Oh my. Nice. Non-creature spells your opponent casts with converted cast or a mana cost 4 or greater cost 2 more to cast. This is an amazing card. Oh my god. So number 1, you're getting Flying and Vigilance, a 2/3 Flying and Vigilance for 3. Plus you get, all their lands coming, if they're playing snow-covered lands, in which you have to imagine people are going to be playing a fair amount of those, in this, when you're, I don't know, man. Wow, this is that is decent. All right. On the backside, Valkmira, Protector's Shield. If a source of opponent controls would deal damage to you, permanent you control, prevent 1 of that damage. Whenever you or another opponent control becomes a target of a spell or ability, and opponent controls counter that spell or ability unless the controller pays 1. It's 4 casting cost for that ability. It's a beautiful card, and I really wish my color was a little bit better. So you can really see. I guess it's not. It's maybe a little bit off, but yeah, that is a beautiful card. That is a really cool card, right there. The front side obviously I think is pretty powerful. The back side, not so much, but very happy with that card. So very cool. Very cool. And that beautiful snow-covered swamp. Just enjoy that art, man. The art of this set is just, love it. Just absolutely love the art of this set. Boing. All right. Valor the Worthy. Again, look at that. Just Depart the Realm. Look at that stuff. All right. Rootless You. Rootless You dies. Search your library for a creature card with power or toughness 6 or greater. Reveal it and put it into your hand, then shuffle your library. All right, you lose your 5/4 for 5 and go get a better one, perhaps. Svella, Ice Shaper. Wait, what did we have? Oh yeah, it was different. So again, another very cool showcase card. Creative colors, snow artifact token named Icy Monolith. Add 1 mana of any color. Look at the top 4 cards of your library. You may cast a spell from among them without paying its mana cost to put the rest on the bottom of your libraries. It's 8 casting cost, but you look at the top 4 cards and you can cast 1 of them for free. That is pretty solid, man. That is really, really solid. Very good uncommon there. Frenzied Raider. Whenever an activated or a boast ability. Whenever you activate a boast ability, put a +1/+1 counter on Frenzied Raider. So again, if you're building around boast, pretty strong there. Otherwise, Cosmos Elixir, another one I haven't seen yet. At the beginning of your end step, draw a card if your life total is greater than your starting life total. Otherwise, you gain 2 life. 4 casting cost. So you either get card draw or you get to gain life. So every turn. That is interesting. Again, I think this would be good in Commander just to throw it down. In regular constructed, guys, let me know like how strong that is. I mean, it's 4 casting costs to get it out there, and I mean, there's definitely going to be decks where you have more life. It's just going to be like a Howling Mine or something, but it's at the beginning of your end step, so that you can't really use that card that turn unless it's an instant or something. But still, it's extra card draw, which is always good. So let me know what you think about that card. It's interesting, definitely interesting. Beautiful snow-covered island. And a card I can throw away. All right, final pack of box number 1. Again, we're going to be opening up 3 boxes in this video, and then we'll move on to video number 2, where I'll open up the final 3 boxes of the 6 that I purchased yesterday during day 1 of pre-release. All right, forging the Tyrite sword. Again, I'm not going to go through some of these because we did cover these in the previous videos, so you can check those out for sure. Provoke the Trolls. Again, a useful card that I think is going to be interesting to see how people play it. I think it has definitely some utility for sure. Not Vold, Slumber Mound. Again, destroy a land, and you get a 4/4. It costs 6 to do so, but whatever. All right, so we have our final rare. We have Battle of Frost and Fire. We haven't had a whole lot of sagas. We've had some, but this is our rare saga. Battle for Frost and Fire deals 4 damage to each non-giant creature and each planeswalker. Chapter 2, you get to scry for 3, and Chapter 3, whenever you cast a spell with converted mana cost 5 or greater this turn, draw 2 cards, then discard a card. 5 casting cost. Saga gets a little bit of card draw. And you can do it multiple times, but you have to cast a spell with converted casting cost 5 or greater for that to be effective. So again, while the first chapter is pretty good if you're playing giants. And then 2, you get to scry. Okay. I guess this would be effective because if you're able to play this, you'll have enough mana to take care of chapter 3. But I don't know. Guys, let me know what you guys think about that card, how useful it is. Glacial Floodplain, the blue-white tapped dual land, and Raven Wings, artifact equipment, equipped creature gets +1/+0 and has flying and is a bird, and you can equip for 2. Okay, and then a nice, beautiful treasure token. All right, so there's our first box. We still have our fancy promo to take a look at. Let's see what we have. Skemfar Avenger. So that was one we had before. Is whenever another non-token elf or berserker you control dies, you draw a card and you lose 1 life. Okay. All right, again, so I guess we have a second one for if we're gonna make an elf or slash berserker deck. We have that there. I think this obviously is really good. The Battle Mammoth. I think maybe without for sure. I think Raiden of the Worthies probably, especially since it's showcase, probably our big hit of this particular group. Search for Glory I think is going to be really good, but otherwise the other ones, not as excited about. All right, let's move on to box number 2. Of course, the foil mythic could be worth something, but not really sure at this point. So let's put these again. I have to put these back into the box because again, I might be playing with them. I should sleeve them up, but I don't mind living a little dangerously. All right, time for pack number 2. Pack number 2. Kaldheim Prerelease kits. Guys, I'm gonna have lots more many more videos coming, including some set boxes that I'll be opening up for Kaldheim. All right. Let's see. Okay, this time we got the blue die. Gonna add that to a Mr. Greenie over there. And we're gonna get rid of the code card. Oh, you saw part of the code? You got a little peek? And again, I give a lot of those away over my Twitter. So if you're not following Twitter, that one is a modular. So we're gonna keep that over there. So we do have a modular one. So it is probably a god. Going away. And our packs. All right. 6 packs. Box 2. Here we go. Still looking for maybe Valky or Vorkles. Something really neat. Last pack was your last box was decent. We got some stuff to be excited about. Not super excited, but some stuff. The Battlefield Raptor. I do like that card. The Me Strider. Ooh, that's pretty cool. Pretty cool looking card right there. Revitalize. Look at that Revitalize. All right. Bind the Monster. Roots of Wisdom. All right. Replicating Ring. Snow artifact. Add 1 color of mana of any colors for 3. At the beginning of your upkeep, put a night counter on Replicating Ring. Then if it has 8 or more night counters on it, remove all of them and create 8 colorless snow artifact tokens named Replicated Ring with what? Add 1 mana of any color. Wow. Wow, that is really neat. Has 8 or more. Yeah, remove all of them and create 8. Wow. Wow. Just wow. That is an uncommon. That is definitely, I have to imagine that's got to go in some Commander. I can't wait to show Jacob that one. I don't know if you've seen it. Nice. Hey, another great haul of Starnheim. We talked about that before. We also got another Carter's. So our first rare, Torolf, God of Fury. I'm kind of wondering if that's not our, this might be actually our promo. But we got a Mythic, though. A Mythic Trample. Whenever a creature or planeswalker an opponent controls is dealt excess non-combat damage, Torolf deals damage equal to the access to any target other than that permanent. And if in the excess, so it's a 5/4 for 4, pretty solid. Nice. Okay. And on the backside, his hammer. Wait, is it? Yeah, it's a he. Equipped creature has 1 and 1 red. Unattached Torolf's hammer. It deals 3 damage to any target. Return Torolf's hammer to its owner's hand. Equipped creature gets +3/+0 as long as it's legendary. As long as it's legendary. So you can. Huh. So I guess you can, it can be not legendary. All right. So solid start. We got a Mythic right out the get. If that's our promo, which it might be because I can kind of see it as red, and our last box, our promo was also our first rare. So we might have a Mythic God promo. That's pretty cool though. That is really cool. I mean, it's a 5/4 for 4 with trample, and should be good. Ooh, I think this has to be a foil, huh? Right? Is that a foil? Yeah, it's a foil. Ooh, and I think it might be. All right, we're gonna calm down. It might be a good one. I just kind of caught a little bit of the corner. We're gonna try not to spoil it too much. Shepherd of the Cosmos. I think we talked about this with Jacob, so make sure you check out that. I think he talked about some good ways maybe to use that. Turgid Shadow. Each player sacrifices 2 creatures. You can foretell it. For 4, very cool. I watched when I edited the videos. I checked out this art, and I think it's actually really neat because you got the 2 shadows up here, Obviously, you're killing 2 creatures. It's an interesting piece of art that I didn't really talk about in the last video, but I really like. Okay, here's our rare. Gold Span Dragon. Dude, this is a light. Okay, this is also a mythic. So we got 2 mythics so far in this pack. Back-to-back mythics. Very cool. Goldspan Dragon is my kind of card. You guys know, if you've watched my previous videos, I talk about it all the time. Love dragons. You know, back in the day, I was all about the dragons, Shivan dragons. This is a volcanic dragon, but better. Like, way better, because it's only 5 mana to cast the 4/4 Flying Haste, and whenever it attacks or becomes a target of a spell, create a treasure token. Again, treasures you control have tap, sacrifice this artifact, add 2 mana of any color. I am very happy with this card. Love it. Glad I'm getting the Goldspan Dragon. Another mythic right off the get. This is turning out to be a very good pack. A very good box. I mean, let's keep the momentum going. And we have a foil to look at here. In Highland Forest, this is the tap comes into play, tapped dual land. That's, again, beautiful artwork. Beautiful artwork. And it goes with, you know, a theme, you know, red and green. And oh my god, what is with this box? What is with this pre-release kit? Isika's Chariot, legendary artifact vehicle. It is a rare foil. When Isika's Chariot enters the battlefield, create 2/2 green cat creature tokens. Whenever Isika's Chariot attacks, create a token that's a copy of target token you control. And again, just beautiful. Wow, that is really impressive. So it enters the battlefield, create 2/2. So basically it already, wow. So this one, okay, so this one is it's a 4/4 for 4 that already creates the creatures necessary to power it. And then you can create a copy of target token you control. So it doesn't even have to be the 2/2 cats. It could be anything. This is an amazing, wow. That is really cool. There's going to be some ways to really, this is definitely a commander type card, you know, because there's obviously lots of ways to create tokens. And what a box so far, you guys. What an amazing box, you guys. This, wow. Just wow. I mean, oof. Okay. Loving it so far. Loving it so far. And again, potentially another Torolf foil promo. Potentially. It might not be, but I'm thinking maybe it is. Again, I don't know if you can kind of see. You can kind of see it's red on the corner there. So I'm thinking. All right, let's see if we can keep up. I mean, I can't imagine. This box cannot get any better. It really, really can't. All right. It can't. It just can't. It's just going to be downhill from here, right? It has to be just downhill from here, right? All right. We got Blood Sky Berserker. Whenever you cast your second spell each turn, plays +1/+1 counters on Blood Sky Berserker. It gains Menace. Okay. All right. So it's, I mean, we're talking about Berserkers and Elves. We talked about that in our last pack. Potentially some stuff going on here. It's a 1/1 for 2 with that ability. Not the best, but I mean, it could get pretty big, and it has Menace. So there's some potential there. Morit of the Forest. Nice showcase card here. 2 colorless, a green and 2 blue. It's a changeling. Legendary snow creature. Shapeshifter. You may have Morit of the Frost enter the battlefield as a copy of a permanent you control, except it's legendary and snow in addition to its other types. And if it's a creature, it enters with 2 additional +1/+1 counters on it and has changeling. My lord. Just this, what a card. I mean, it's expensive for 5 mana, but what a card. I mean, that is actually really strong. Another Great Hall of Starnheim. I think that's our 3rd one. I mean, considering we had one in the last pack. So I like it. And here's our rare Yorn, God of Winter. Whenever your attacks, untap each snow permanent you control. Very cool. 3-3-4-3 means basically main phase. Make sure you have all your, all your stuff is like your mana is snow covered mana and stuff like that. You can untap. So basically, you can cast something, attack with them, untap all that land, cast something else in your second main phase. Wow, this box though, this box is incredible. And we got the Rhyme Staff. On the back, you may play target snow permanent card from your graveyard this turn. If you do, it enters the battlefield. So, again, very strong. If you had both of these guys out, we got another foil. Oh my goodness, yeah, both of these guys out. If you can, pop one of these down, you have this guy out as well. Well, that's a green, and this is blue and black. So interesting. So I'm gonna have to actually ask, and again, you guys can comment and let me know in the comments. I'm still trying to learn commander and stuff like that. So since if I already use this as my commander, just for example, if I already use this as my commander, does it count for both? So would it be green, black, and blue? Would I be able to use spells of all that sort of thing? Because obviously, if you're going to play it, you're going to have to be able to splash green or be able to splash blue or black. Very interesting. I like this card. I mean, this box has been we still have 3 packs to open. This box is amazing. This video is going way too long because this box is amazing. Beautiful snow-covered mountain and the foil. Oh, what is happening right now? I don't know if this card's any good, but I mean, it's another foil rare. What a box. Reflection of Lejara. And its enchantment as Reflections of Lejara enters the battlefield, choose a creature type. Whenever you cast a spell of the chosen type, copy that spell. My lord. It's 5 mana. But that is pretty powerful. I'm sure there's ways to really make use of that, especially, late game. You're trying to get out the big stuff or do whatever. Choose a creature type. Whenever you cast a spell of the chosen type, copy this spell. Wow, that is pretty incredible. That is pretty darn incredible. Okay, all right. So we're done now, right? I mean, everything else is gonna in this pack, this box is gonna be crap. Everything else in this box has got to be crap. I don't have words. This is easily already, without even opening up the other packs, this has to be the best box that I've seen open of the Kaldheim Prerelease between myself and my play group. So yeah. All right, let's see what we got here. Just ridiculous. All right, Narfi, Betrayer King. Other snow and zombie creatures you control get +1/+1. Pay 3 snow mana. Return Narfi, Betrayer King from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped. Okay, so if you can get him into the battlefield, you can actually cheat him in for a lot cheaper. That's pretty good. I like that. Actually a lot. And I've been wanting to make a zombie deck, and so this might be a part of it. Fall of the Imposter. Again, I think Jacob had this one in foil. Looked beautiful. Put 1/1/1 counter on top of target creature. The big thing here is on chapter 3, exile a creature with the greatest power among creature targets opponent controls. That's always really nice to have, especially in green-white. We talked about that in Spirit of Aldergard. When Spirit of Aldergard enters the battlefield, search your library for a snowland card, reveal it, put into your hand, then shuffle your library. Spirit of Aldergard gets +1/+0. Yeah, that's pretty decent too. For each other snow permanent you control. So for 4 mana, you get it down. If you're playing a lot of snowland, yeah, this is for so other snow permanents. So you're playing a lot of snow creatures, that could be pretty decent. All right, this has got to be a crap rare coming up, right? Crap rare, nope. Well, okay, so Toski, it is a, It is a showcase card, which is good, and that's why I'm like, no. But let's check out. I don't know anything about this particular card, but Toski, Bearer of Secrets. The spell can't be countered. It's a 4 mana 1/1, can't be countered. Amazing. Indestructible. Amazing. Toski, Bearer of Secrets, attacks each combat if able. All right. Whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. Wow. Just. That is really good, man. That is really good. Indestructible. Wow. Can't be countered. It's indestructible. I mean, it costs a lot, but if it deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. Or when any creature you control. Wow. You can draw a card. It's a squirrel. Jeez. My lord. Okay. And a beautiful snow-covered swamp. And the Troll Warrior. These cards, man. I don't know if you guys are I don't know, you guys. I don't know. I don't know if you guys are digging this as much as I am, but I am absolutely loving that. I like this. I like the border for this here, the Funeral Longboat. All right. Raiders Carve, another vehicle. All right, Port of Carfell. Sacrifice Port of Carfell, middle 4 cards, and return a creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped. So that's 6 mana for that. Okay, so you mill 4 cards, mill 4 of your own cards, and then I mean the best thing that could be pretty good for 6 mana, especially if you have some big beef that you want to get out. Not too bad. Okay, I don't mind that one. It's still these cards are still pretty expensive to play, but you know, it might be worth just throwing some of these in. You know, especially early tap. You know, of course they come into tapped, but I don't know. I just got to know what you guys think. Maja, Beast Guard, Greta Guard, Protector. Other creatures you control get +1/+1. Whenever land enters the battlefield under your control, create a 1/1 white human creature token. 5 mana for a 2/3. Everybody gets +1/+1. That's pretty solid. Pretty solid. I mean, it's a little expensive, but solid. Avalanche Caller. Snow creature, human, wizard. Target snow land you control becomes a 4/4 elemental creature with hexproof and haste until the end of turn. It is still a land. Oh, and you don't even have to tap that. You could actually make a bunch of 4/4 hexproof creatures. And again, it's only 2 mana, so you literally could get this out turn 2, turn 3. You could be swinging 4/4 elemental creatures at dudes, and he can just kind of hang back and just let it go. That's pretty good, especially in limited. In limited, that'd be really good. All right. Are you kidding me right now? Are you kidding me? A World Tree in this pack? You guys. Okay. I mean, I don't have words. I don't have words. Another Highland Forest. And look at that beautiful giant wizard. I just don't have words. How good is this box? How good is this box? Wow. So everybody except for Trevor, of the 4 of us, got a World Tree. Okay. I don't know. Just ridiculous. And there's a foil at the back of this one, too. There's a foil at the back of this one, too. Herald, King of Skemfar. Uncommon Showcase. For 3 mana, you get a 3/2 with Menace. When Herald, the King of Skemfar, enters the battlefield, look at the top 5 cards of your library. You may reveal an Elf, Warrior, or Tyvar card from among them and put it into your hand. Put the rest in the bottom of your library in a random order. And so, okay, so it's not an optional. It is just look at it, but pretty solid. Again, it's going to help you with setting up. That is pretty good, and it's a beautiful card to boot. It is an absolutely beautiful card. And unfortunately, again, my stupid camera just doesn't. I definitely invest in a better camera for these pack openings because for some reason this camera is just acting dumb right now. But you're not getting just how beautiful the color's just not as bright as it should be. I'll have to see if I can adjust it. Okay, Skemvar, Elder Hall. Sacrifice Skemvar or let's see, up to one target creature you don't control gets -2/-2. Until the end of turn, create 2/1/1 green elf warrior creature tokens. Activate this ability only anytime you could cast a sorcery. All right. Kaya's Onslaught. Oh, dang it. Didn't move that out of the way. Target creature gets +1/+1 and gains double strike until the end of turn. It's for 3 mana, and I can foretell it and only pay 1. Okay, that's pretty solid. I mean, that can be pretty solid, and especially in limited, that'd be pretty good. All right, so our last rare, and we still have a foil. What do we got here? Ascendant Spirit. Okay. Ascendant Spirit becomes a Spirit Warrior with base power, and again, these are all snow mana costs. It's only a 1. It's a 1/1 for 1. But for 2 mana costs, it becomes a Spirit Warrior with base power and toughness 2/3. For 3, it's Ascendant Spirit Warrior. Wait. All right, so it doesn't even end. It just becomes a 2/3. If Ascendant Spirit Warrior is put into is a warrior, put a flying counter on it, and it becomes a Spirit Warrior Angel with base power and toughness of 4/4. So basically, you can just have the. I mean, by turn 3, you have a 4/4 flying angel. I mean, it doesn't have vigilance, but and turn 5, so you got 1, 2 on turn 3. On turn 4, I'm sorry, if Ascendant Spirit is an angel, put 2 +1/+1 counters on it, and it gains whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. So by turn 4, if you're just playing stone mana, by turn 4, you've got a 6/6 flying angel that allows you to draw cards. Now, mind you, that's all you can do. That'd be all you can have. But if you're drawing cards, and by turn 4, I mean, if you're not happy with a 6/6 flying like draw engine, I don't know, man. But it's only 1 mana to get started. That's pretty solid. It's gonna be interesting. I wanna hear your guys' thoughts on this card. You know, is it gonna be worth spending all that time to develop it? Basically 3 rounds. Basically, your whole first 4 rounds is just gonna be developing this creature. In the meantime, you could essentially, if the other player doesn't have a creature on turn 2, if they don't have anything out by turn 2, or even if it's a small creature, you might be able to do 2 damage on turn 2. Turn 3, you'll do an additional 4 damage if they can't block it, obviously. So that's 6. By turn 4, you could do 12 damage if they're not able to deal with it, and you get to draw a card. So, by turn 5, then by then you can start really doing some other things. So let me know what you guys think. It could be interesting. I think in limited this could be really good. Snow covered plains and our foil. Are you're crapping me right now, right? Another foil rare. Search your library for a snow permanent card, a legendary card, or a saga card. Reveal and put it. We had this one in the last pack, and we liked it a lot. And now we got a foil rare version of it. A foil version of it. Are you kidding me? All right, so just this one pack, just this one pre-release kit, we got 3 foil rares. We got 2 mythics, 2 pretty solid mythics. We got a showcase rare. We got the world tree, and we got Yorn, which I don't know if those are really considered showcase, but it's a little bit different. But at any rate, another god card. I mean, we've got 9 rares or better out of 6 packs. Plus, we still have to reveal the promo card. What an incredible box. I'm just saying, what an incredible box. So let's go ahead and check it out now. I thought it might be a foil or a promo version of Toralf, but we're not sure yet. Let's see. Let's reveal it. Let's see, which way do we go here? Okay, so it's not Toralf. I'll just say that. It is Burgi. Or Burgi? God of Storytelling. Whenever you cast a spell add one, cast a spell, add 1 red mana until the end of turn. It doesn't lose that mana. Steps and phases go out. Creatures you control can boast twice during each of your turns, or each rather than once. So it's a 3/3 for 3, pretty solid. You get free red mana when you cast a spell if you need it, and then also on the back, you know, you guys are probably gonna have a hard time kind of seeing the back here, but discard a card, exile the top 2 cards of your library. You may play those cards this turn. Pretty good stuff. That's a pretty solid promo. This here box is just silly how good this box was. In fact, I'm gonna take a moment to take a picture of this one right here, just to show my play group before they come over. Wow. I mean, all right, we're gonna take this right now, and what a box! What a box! I don't know if I even got a good picture here. Let's see. Did we get a good picture? All right. Well, all right. So I'm just gonna, dude. You know what? While we have a moment, I'm just gonna go ahead and sleeve up these ones. I think that these are worth taking a moment to protect my investment here, and protect these cards, because I think they're beautiful. You know, instead of just throwing them back in the box unsleeved, we're gonna do that real quick, and I'm gonna go ahead and cut forward to where we're opening up the next box. All right, everything's all sleeved up, and I'm ready to open up the next box, but I don't know. I feel like unless we get a Valky or a Vorncleese or whatever the heck that. At any rate, I don't know. I'm going to be almost disappointed with anything I get from now on. I have officially been spoiled. So, all right, here's our third box. And again, we have one more video to go. I'm going to be opening up 3 more of these kits. But I don't know how I top that last one, man. I think we have peaked. I feel like we have peaked. All right. Just incredible. Just incredible. I hope you guys really enjoyed that one. Hey, we got the red dice. So far we've got red, green, and blue. So pretty good so far. All right, let's pull out this thing, go away. Code card, so you guys can't see it. All right. I'm gonna pull out this. So it's over here, and it is. Ooh, it's a green modular, green god, it looks like. What could it be? Do you have any guesses? See if you can guess what that is. It is a green god. Oh, and I think I may have spoiled it. I think you can see the casting cost, but all right. Here's our third pack. Again, got another video coming up with the last 3 boxes. Let's kick it off. Let's kick it off good. I mean, I just can't, you guys. That last box. Whew. All right. I don't have no words. I really don't. Frostpire Anarchist. A spell costs 1 less to cast if you can control a giant or a wizard. All right, it's 2/5 for 5. When Frostpire Anarchist enters the battlefield, search your library for an instant or sorcery card with the same name as a card in your graveyard. Reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle your library. All right. I think that's self-explanatory. Another Shepherd of the Cosmos and Notvold Slumber Mound. Our first rare, Tybalt's Trickery. If you watched, sorry, I got these. Don't have these all the way up. I need to scoot up a little bit more. Tybalt's Trickery, of course, if you watched the video with Nick, this is one where he was talking about being super excited about it to find ways to use it in Modern. So it'd be interesting. I'll read through it real quick, but you can go back to that video, even though you can't really hear Nick talk about it. But counter target spell, choose 1, 2, or 3 at random. Its controller mills that many cards, then exiles cards from the top of their library until they exile a non-land card with a different name than that spell. They may cast that card without paying its mana cost. Then they put the exiled cards on the bottom of their library in random order. This actually, he sent me a really just almost broken combo with this. And so it's going to be interesting to see how those add up. All right, Alpine Meadow and a treasure token. All right, so pretty good start. Tybalt's Trickery, solid card right here. Very solid card. Has some projected value according to TCG players, so pretty happy with that card. It's really hard to get excited after that last box. I mean, I just don't know if I have it in me. All right, we have a foil coming up. Hailstorm Valkyrie, Flying Trample. Hailstorm Valkyrie gets +2/+2 until the end of turn for 2 snow covered mana. So you can make it a 4/4 with Flying and Trample for 4 if you so desire. Path to the World Tree. So this is like, I think this is like a half World Tree. So for 2 green, or for a green and no colorless, when Path to the World Tree enters the battlefield, search your library for a basic land card, reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle your library for a whole bunch of mana. So we're talking like 7 mana. Sacrifice Path to the World Tree, you gain 2 life and draw 2 cards. Target opponent loses 2 life. Path to the World Tree deals 2 damage to up to 1 target creature. You create a 2/2 green bear creature token. That is a lot going on, but it's super expensive. But I guess for 2, I guess you can put a basic land card. I mean, if you're playing all the colors, and I mean, if you have World Tree, I mean, I guess this would be actually doable without actually putting all these different lands in your deck. So if you have, I mean, okay. Any rate, Morite of the Frost. Morite of the Frost. I may play Maria of the Frost into the battlefield. Copy a permanent you control, except the legendary. Yes, we talked about this. Very cool. Could be very good. And our rare Battle of Frost and Fire. Battle of Frost. I think we had that one in our previous box. Battle of Frost and Fire deals 4 damage to each non-giant creature and planeswalker. Each planeswalker, scry 3. Whenever you cast a spell with converted mana cost 5 or greater this turn. Yeah. Not super exciting, but maybe I just don't see it. Snow Recover Plains and Bretagard Stronghold. All right, whatever. Well, uncommon. Not real big on those lands just yet, but hey. All right, first 2 packs again. Just everything is just downhill from here. I don't know how I can do better than that box. Again, we need a Valky or a Vorkles to really to bounce back after that. I mean, oh, we got a foil though. We do have a foil here. Nice Binding of the Old Gods, or Binding the Old Gods. Nice, beautiful carved artwork saga. Destroy target non-land permanent and opponent controls. Search your library for a force card. Put it into the battlefield tapped. Then shuffle your library. Creature you control gains Death Touch until the end. Creatures you control gain Death Touch to the end of turn. Now there's a card, and this would work with it, that we looked at before, where if creatures you control that have Death Touch damage the opponent, then they get 2 poison counters. This would actually probably combo very well with that. So it'll be interesting to see how that plays out. And we got another saga, Ascent of the Worthy. Choose a creature you control until your next turn. All damage that would be dealt to creatures you control is dealt to that creature instead. Okay, so I'm sure there's ways to make that work in your favor. Return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield with a flying counter on it. That creature is an Angel Warrior in addition to its other types. Okay, so you want to, I mean, just send all damage to a certain creature. I mean, you almost have to trick people into doing it, I suppose. Okay. Icebind Pillar. Tap targets. Again, the bad Icy Manipulator. We talked about that before. And our rare Showdown of the Skalds. Okay, exile top 4 cards of your library until the end of turn. You may play those cards whenever Okay, so you may play those cards. Whenever you cast a spell this turn, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. Okay. Okay. All right. It is what it is. Solid. All right. Doomscar Oracle, common foil. Whenever you cast your second spell each turn, you gain 2 life. Foretell. For 1 white. So it's a 3 mana for 3. Or I mean, sorry, it's a 3/2 for 3 mana. Whenever you cast your second spell each turn, you gain 2 life. Okay. All right. Nothing super exciting. Again, I mean, Tibalt's Trickery is probably our big hit so far. We still got 3 packs to go. Still waiting on Valky. No, I haven't seen Valky yet in any of the packs that I've seen opened. One of the cards I really, really want. Jarl of Forsaken. Oh, the Weatherstone Runestone. This is my first one of these. We were seeing a lot of these in the previous videos. Really like what we could possibly do with that. The Jar of Mirror Lake. Usher of the Fallen. It's got Boast to create a 1/1 white human warrior creature token. Pretty solid, you know, for a white weenie. And, you know, any of those cards that give other creatures +1/+1. So I think there was one that we had in the last box too that was pretty good there. I think that's a pathway. Did we get a pathway? We got a pathway. I like it. And a gate pathway. I think we have a foil here too. Oh no, we don't. Okay. Okay, so this one here is white and blue. Solid. Very cool. We love the pathways. The first pathway that I've opened or seen opened in these packs, so very solid. Very happy with that. Very happy with that. All right. Pack number 3. This one going a lot faster because, I mean, it's just not as freaking ridiculous as the last box. All right. Get through all this stuff here. Roots of Wisdom. Bajira, Judge of Valor. Very cool art there. With Flying Lifelink. It's a 6 or 5 casting cost flyer, 2/4 flyer. Whenever you cast a second spell each turn, look at the top 3 cards of your library. Put one of them into your hand and the rest of them into your graveyard. Okay. Could be fun, some good times had there. Drauggr's Helm. When Drauggr's Helm enters the battlefield, you may pay 3. If you do, create a 2/2 black zombie berserker creature token, then attach Drauggr's Helm to it. I think we talked about this one with Jacob. So for 5, you get zombie. Well, no, there was a different one because this one doesn't have the trample. Either way, you're getting a 5/5 for 5. Or no, I'm sorry, a 4/4 for 5. Yeah, zombie. So it's a zombie. Again, you could put this in the zombie deck. All right. Linjar Glade Warden. We've seen that one before. Changeling, exile creature card from your graveyard. Put 2 +1/+1 counters on target creature. Activate this ability only anytime you could cast a sorcery. So for 3 mana, you can buff something up by 2. Okay, and here's our rare for the pack. Tyvar Kell. Hey, it's a mythic. Nice Planeswalker. I don't think I've had any Planeswalkers yet. I think this is our first Planeswalker. I don't even know if we saw any Planeswalkers in the other boxes we opened. Elves you control have tap to add black mana. Okay, so solid for more elves. Put a +1/+1 counter on 1 target elf. Untap it. It gains Death Touch until the end of turn. Very cool. Create a 1/1 green elf creature token for 0. And then its ultimate is you get an emblem with whenever you cast an elf spell, it gains haste until the end of turn, and you draw 2 cards. Very cool. Very cool. Tyvar Kell. Very cool. It's a mythic, so I'll just set it up there. Snow-covered forest. Loving those snow-covered forests. And of course these really dope tokens. All right, last pack, and then we'll check out what hopefully you've put your guesses in as to what our promo is. All right. Let's get to the uncommons. Finn, the Fang Bear. This is the one I was talking about before. So Where so whenever a creature you control with death touch deals combat damage to a player, that player gets 2 poison counters. And so you combine that with, oh wait, is it? Okay, was it in the other box? Or was it one of the uncommons? Any rate, one that gives all your creatures death touch, you would combine it with this, and there you go. Bob's your uncle, right? As they say. Very cool card. Very beautiful art on that. It's got that awesome showcase border. Love it. Crush the Weak. Crush the Weak deals 2 damage to each creature. If a creature dealt damage this way would die this turn, exile instead. You can foretell it, so basically it makes it a shock. Not as good as a shock, but still, I mean, it's each creature. Little creature control there. Enchant permanent. This one, it's a rune that gives lifelink. We talked about those before. And our final rare of this box, Coma Cosmos Serpent. Another mythic, very solid. The spell can't be countered. At the beginning of each upkeep, create a 3/3 blue serpent creature named token named Coma's Coil. Sacrifice another serpent, choose one, tap target permanent. Its activated abilities can't be activated this turn. Coma Cosmos Serpent gains indestructible until the end of turn. Wow. So it's for 7 mana, it's a 6/6. It can't be countered. And each upkeep you get 3/3 blue serpent creature token. And you can sack. Okay, so that's pretty solid. It'll be interesting to see again how people use that, but you know, it's a mythic, so we like mythics. Here we end with a Sulphurous Mire, not a Sulphur Springs, Sulphurous Mire. All right, so again, really hard to get excited about this box after the last one, but we still got that pathway, very cool. We got Tyvar and Coma, 2 mythics, and some other, you know, of course, Tybalt's Trickery. So pretty solid. A couple, you know, we got a couple foils here, but nothing super exciting. But here's what do you guys think? What do you guys think this is? Did you guess Kolvori, God of Kinship? If you guessed that, then you were right. As long as you control 3 or more legendary creatures, Kolvori gets +4/+2. It's a forecasting cost 2/4. That if you got 3 or more legendary creatures, again in Commanders, wouldn't be hard to do. It comes out as a 6/6. And for 2 mana, you can look at the top 6 cards of your library. You may reveal a legendary creature card from among them and put it into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in any order. Okay. So, good way to get some legendary creatures into your hand. Always like the card draw, right? And then we got, oh man, you can't even see it. It's beautiful, though. It's a beautiful ring. So the Ringheart Crest, I guess. The Ringheart Crest, I thought it was a ring. Just, of course, it's hard to see through the thing here. But the Ringheart Crest enters the battlefield. Choose a creature type. Add 1 green mana. When you tap this and red 1 green mana, spend this mana only to cast a creature spell of the chosen type or a legendary creature spell. Okay. Again, be pretty solid in Commander, I think, because you're going to be dealing with a lot of legendary creatures. All right, guys, that is it. I mean, the first 3 boxes, the second box obviously slayed. The first box was okay. Second box absolutely slayed. Some good stuff in this particular box as well. So I'm pretty happy with the first 3 boxes. Still looking for that Voraclease, still looking for that Tybalt, the Valky. But we can't complain about what we've received so far. Very happy, and we still got, like I said, we still got those 3 boxes in the next video. So hopefully you check that out as well. Once I have that second video up, I will have it linked in the, when the boxes pop up at the end of the video for you to click on, so you can just go over and hop over and check out that as well. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and clean these up, start up the next video, get that recorded, and we get these uploaded tomorrow so you guys can enjoy some Kaldheim pre-release action. So thanks you all so much for watching the video. If you haven't already, please subscribe so you can know when all those videos come up. And you can also put the notification bell so you can get the notifications. If you like the video, please hit that thumbs up and also comment, guys. You know, thumbing up videos and commenting, subscribing, all that stuff helps the algorithm get these videos in front of more eyes so we can help build the community. And who knows, man, we could do some really cool stuff here on the YouTubes. So also in the description below, I'm going to link the other 3 videos with Nick, Trevor, and Jacob, so you can check out those videos if you've missed them. And you can also find my social media, my social stuff. You can follow me over there. Eventually, I will be putting up some Twitch streams again. I haven't streamed on Twitch it's been over a month now, but we're going to be doing some Twitch streams, doing some Magic Arena streams, and eventually I want to do some Magic Legends streams. But right now, I'm in the closed alpha, and I'm pretty sure I can't stream those yet. But so we'll be looking forward to playing some of that on Twitch, and we'll be uploading some of those videos here as well. But yeah, also guys, join the Discord. The Discord invite is also in the description below. So very happy with these 3 box openings. Very excited. Can't wait to get to the next video. So I'm just going to go ahead and end it here. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next video.